कभी ऐसे पापा का अप्रूवल चाहिए था बड़े होते हुए?
हमेशा in his
You're
own,
always seeking his approval.
yeah, always seeking his approval, always asking mom what he thought, and typical father won't praise you in front of you, but behind your back, and then mom has to explain, see, you were not there and he said this.
Were you scared कि disappoint करोगे पापा को कभी?
Always.
कभी किया?
Always. No, I don't think so. I think I was a very, very disciplined son, a very obedient son, and that's why, whether it was martial arts or not, no drinking, no smoking, trying to be that perfect child, was to please him. Was to please him. Always.
There were but complications ना जब आपने शादी करी थी. In the beginning.
Yeah, क्योंकि they didn't want anything outside of the family. They didn't want me to marry someone outside of the family. And because they believed different cultures, she won't fit in. But it was he who, when Mana came to drop me, and he came to drop me at the airport for my first film, and I was going for 60 days. And Mana came to drop me, and Dad, I never expected Dad to come to drop me. He says, I'm coming to the airport to drop you. All the best to you. And I had already committed to Mana ki, yeah, you come with me. And then she said, okay, I'll go to the airport. I didn't know what to do. I said, okay. And then he met me, saw me, I went, saw her, and then he saw her, and he left. He went and spoke to her, took her home. And that was the day, and I think 60 days after that, she had to go home and spend time with him every day. So somewhere, it's the father who understands.
But did you face complication in the beginning? I was reading that कि कुछ साल तक घर वाले ready नहीं थे for your love.
For 9 years.
For 9 years,
उन्होंने accept
नहीं किया.
नहीं. They said, you won't be happy, she won't be happy. We never discussed it. They said no. But I was very clear about one thing, ki, you want me to marry someone else, it's not going to be possible, because I don't want to destroy 2 lives or 3 lives, including my own. So let's not get into that. I won't get married. And for me, it was still okay. Guy saying, I won't get married. A girl, tough for her, because her parents had accepted me. Her mother and me were a house on fire. I learned so much in life from that lady. The art of giving is the art of living, and CSR and public and working with people. She's the one who taught me everything.
So how did you decide at that age? 91 you got married, no?
Yeah.
So 91 के पहले 9 years.
9 years.
9 in that era, जहाँ पे it's a big taboo, big thing.
Yeah.
And finally, India was also going through that phase कि अच्छा आप community के साथ रहते हो तो ही आगे बढ़ते हो, नहीं तो आप protected नहीं. Like that was a very different time than today.
Yeah, very, very different.
So,
very different.
उस time पे convince करना to marry someone who's not from your religion, from your family, from your area, I don't know.
I think time. Listen, time is the biggest healer, and time. So my parents saw the fact that fine, they knew their son, that he would be sincere. They didn't know whether it would last with her. But when they realized that a girl has given up everything for their son, what better partner could they look for?
Fair. But what made you choose कि मैं family की ये बात नहीं मानूंगा, मैं तो इतना family person उसके बाद भी I'll be okay to not get family's approval and still choose love of my life?
But I wasn't doing anything wrong to them either. I said I won't get married. Fine. We won't get married. Both of us won't get married. So we're not hurting you at all. Let me be the way I am. And that's because I believed in her completely. And she was only giving. And even today, she's only about giving. I don't bother about anything in the house. But the littlest of things to do with me, right from whether my nails have been cut or no, or my toothpaste is over or no, or my brush needs a change, she's aware of. It's unbelievable. It's insane. And she was like that way at that time also. And not only me. Whether it's Ahan, whether it's Atya, whether it's my mom, whether it was dad and she were a house on fire. I think when he passed, she was a daughter. I was the son-in-law probably. Everything for him in those 4 years was mana. And he'd got a headache. She'd give him something and he'd do this. And she was the magic wand. Even if she gave him a mint and said it's for your headache, his headache would be okay. It was such an unbelievable relationship. I can't even tell you.
And kya change kiya after 9 years? What changed? What was the moment or time?
I think those 60 days of them spending time with each other. And she, even today, is like a child. And even then was like a child. She's very expressive. We come from a family that is we don't express. Physical is not something that we did. She's someone who's very physical. So I think she got physical with dad, got physical with mom, and that chirpiness, that energy of hers, spontaneously responding to everything, appreciating everything. I think probably he also hadn't seen, that he had put in such hard work, working from the age of 9. How many of us must have appreciated him physically or personally, told him that, Dad, this is what you've done, unbelievable. Today I keep talking about my dad, but I never did it when probably he was going through his worst periods. I never realized. I mean, children don't realize the sacrifice that they do, and now I realize, he had 3 restaurants, but the minute we were born, he gave away 2 and took care of only 1. Why did he do that? Because he wanted to have lunch with us, because he wanted to have breakfast with us. He wanted that Wednesday holiday with us. He wanted to come back home by 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock and spend dinner time with us. Mom would be teaching us. He would be sitting there and saying, study, because he wouldn't know. And mom was at it. So he would want to watch that. He'd want to watch TV. He would want to convert the dining table into a table tennis table and play with us. We never appreciated it. She brought about appreciation.
Thank you so much ये वीडियो एंड तक देखने के